All right, I got a lot of questions about CrimeCon. People were like, "What's it like? I want to know everything," and just thought I would walk y'all through just how it works. You get your badge. You can choose what event you want to go to. Some are larger than others. There's ballrooms where you have speakers, and there's different levels of badges you can get. You can get just the standard, which is what I got. There's a VIP and there's a platinum. So the platinum and the VIP can like enter into the ballroom for the premium seating, like up at the front of the stage. I think the platinum chairs were more like leather recliners, and then the VIP were just closer to the stage, and then it was the standard. To me, it didn't really make a difference. They had huge screens, so you could see the people. I mean, I don't need to be right up next to Marcia Clark, so it worked for me. And I think I was expecting, and with all the exhibitors, I just thought, oh, it's probably a bunch of YouTubers that all have like 500,000 or 1 million plus followers. And that is so far from the truth. I think the one thing that I was shocked by was it was all size creators. I mean, there were people with like 1,000 followers, but a lot of it was podcasts, nonprofits. They are just for advocacy, for victims, missing children. And I have to say that the one thing I guess that kind of took me off guard at CrimeCon was the number of victims that were there. So, I mean, I met moms whose children had been murdered years ago and they were unsolved. I met another mom whose daughter was murdered and he's been in jail for all these years, still has not gone to trial, just getting like drugged through the mud. And that was something that really just took me back. It was humbling though to meet these people. I think it was just an incredible event. And I think if you have an adult child who's maybe thinking about what do they want to do for a career, that's another great reason to go to CrimeCon. Maybe they're thinking about law enforcement, or they're thinking about being an attorney or a social worker or whatever it may be. There's lots of different avenues. Of course, the Aurora, Colorado Police Department did some sessions, and of course you have like your glitz and glam, your Nancy Graces and Court TV and all that stuff. But that was kind of fascinating to me, was meeting all these different exhibitors and just asking like, how do you choose the cases you follow? And everybody's kind of got their niche. I mean, some people are like all about cold cases. Other people started it because they were a victim in their family. It was at the Gaylord Convention Center in Denver, and it was sold out. I bought my badge like months before, and rooms were sold out. So we stayed at the West End, which is like 6 miles away. I just Ubered over there. I was only there on Saturday, so it was just a one-day thing for me. You can wait until last minute and just buy a badge for one day, which I didn't know at the time. I think I paid like $400 for my badge, but I could have just done like 200-ish for the one day thing. Saturday's probably the most full day. Friday kind of starts more late morning. I'm going to show y'all just kind of what the events were, and then you can sign up for what you want to go to. There's tons of meet and greets. The lines are very, very long. I kind of lucked out. Like, I would never have stood in line to meet Vinnie Politan, but the Court TV people were just they're like, stand right here. Vinny's walking right up. So I just did that, but I didn't go stand in line to meet anybody else. There were a lot of victims' family members there. I met Colby Ryan, one of the Idaho kids that was murdered, Chapin. The mother was there, in Colorado, who prosecuted like the school shooting, the James Craig dentist case. He was there giving his angle as a prosecutor. They did, there was a 911 operator who shared his experiences. He's actually in Nashville, where I live. Already signed up to go to Las Vegas. It's going to be at the Caesar Hotel, May 29th through May 31st. You don't have to stay at Caesars. And the thing about Vegas is there's so many other hotels around there that are 6,000 or 7,000 people were in attendance. So it is huge. And when I registered for it, I wasn't really sure. I was like, well, who's going to be there? What creators? And you don't really get to see that until you register. And then you get an app that you download, and you have like, you log in, and it knows you're a registrant. And that's when it starts showing all the different creators. So it really kept growing. Like the last 6 weeks before the event, you could see more. And I will definitely be going back.